Today I am reviewing the 2018 Camero. You can see as we open it up, it's low to the ground, very low to the ground, but inside, these seats are super nice. Now we are in the car. Here's our gauges. We're running right now, just idling. I wanted to show you a few things about this. So right here, this is our cruise control. Here we have controls for this screen right in the middle of the speedometer. You can see need some gas, oil life, tire pressure, fuel economy, lasts 50 miles, average speed, needs the timer, battery, coolant, oil. This one's fun, the G-force. You can, as you're driving, see exactly how much pull you're getting. Moving down here, these are the controls for this screen right here. Just seems pretty, actually a little bit weak compared to some of the others. I don't think this car is meant for, a lot of use on this smaller screen here. Even the interference with, or the connection with my phone on here, it's definitely not meant to be using your phone or interacting a lot with your phone through this screen. But you could make a call. I have made calls in here. It actually worked very well. Here is our air conditioning controls, defrosters. One of the really cool things I like about this, to control the temperature, these things, this whole outer part of this fan moves, and that is what controls the temperature. It feels really nice, very natural. And then the one on this side is the fan speed. So you can see as you move those, it comes up here. Absolutely wonderful AC and heater. Moving back, well, here's our emergency flashers. Here's our shifter. You can turn traction control on and off. Here's our mode and the parking brake. And a little cigarette lighter here. One last thing with these fans, so you can also open and close them with this here, control how much you're getting. Also they're pivot in a lot of directions, so you have a lot of control over exactly how much air, the temperature of the air, and where it's coming out. One of the things this car does not have is very much storage, just a little bit right there, and then the glove box right in there. This car is designed for 2 people maximum. There are a couple seats in the back, but they're kind of hard to get anybody in there, really. So I've just opened the trunk of the car. There's one trick to opening the top. This has to be set up just like this, which even with the top, you still have this amount of trunk space. If you're driving with the top on the car, you have actually quite a bit more of trunk space, but this is where the top goes. The convertible top sits in back here. So while this is down, you actually, if you hit the button, it says check your trunk sensors. It's talking about these here. This folds right up and sits right in there. Make sure both sides, you hear it kind of pop into place, and then you're ready to roll back the top. So if we look right up here by the mirror, this button right here is what opens and closes the top. So in order to do that, you hit the button, the windows all roll down, and then you can see in the back, the whole thing is coming back, slides right in, the top opens up. You just have to be holding down this button, and then you get a nice message, folding top, motion complete. I just want to show what the car looks like with the top down. Pretty nice. Surrounded by these New York mountains. So here you can get a good view of what the inside looks like. You can see that the back, there is a back seat, but your legroom is quite limited. So now to go into my 3 favorite features of this vehicle. First are these shifting pads on the steering wheel. They make it a ton of fun while you're driving. While you're in drive mode, you can go up or down and have a little bit more control over your power curve and exactly how the car is reacting to your driving. That's a ton of fun. Number 2, the convertible top. It has been a ton of fun when I leave work, drop the top and just go. There's something so freeing about just driving, and it feels really good in here when you have the top down. Some cars, I know there's a lot of wind, whatever they've done, the shape of the body, you feel the freedom of the air, but it's not all you can hear. I listen to audiobooks and I'm still able to listen to my audiobook with the top down going 60, 65 miles an hour. Also, you can roll up the windows and it gets even quieter. It's a good feeling. My 3rd favorite feature is this engine. When I first got in the vehicle and started driving around, I was concerned because it didn't sound like a sports car. The exhaust isn't super overwhelming. It's a little bit hush hush. I wish there was a little bit more sound coming out, but the engine, hush hush. There is plenty of power. Like I said, I think there's 260 horsepower, something like that. All right, gonna be doing a 0 to 60. I'm in sport mode. I've got a straight shot. So here you'll be able to see the G-forces as well as the speedometer, and now a couple of the things that I do not like about this vehicle. One, the exhaust. Like I said, it's a little bit hush hush, underwhelming for what this vehicle is like. I understand part of it is, it's a 4-cylinder, 2-liter, so I get it. But I wish the exhaust. When you get in a Mustang, you turn it on, you feel it. The exhaust is part of the vehicle. Number 2. Visibility in this vehicle is honestly pretty terrible. You are so low to the ground. Windows are pretty slanted. The back window is just so thin. And I was reading online about it. There's actually some other people face the same issue. But the defrost, when it starts getting cold, like it has been in the morning, sometimes the windshield it's really hard to get it clear. And I don't know why exactly, but something about the design, the angle, and it's just such a shallow window. So I hope you like my review of the 2018 Chevy Camaro convertible. This car's been a lot of fun, and I'm glad I've been able to drive it. So overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say like an 8.2. It's a fun vehicle. Like I said, things I would change: exhaust and a little bit more visibility, but overall this car is absolutely wonderful. The shifting, it all feels smooth, powerful, responsive. The steering, it's a nice sports car.